Welcome to an introduction to accounting and to Sageline 50. In this short podcast we are going to look at various ways of obtaining information from sales ledger accounts and from purchasers ledger accounts. So to begin with, let's look at our sales ledger accounts. They will come under customers, of course, and if we look at reports, we now have a variety of choices. And we're going to start with the customer details reports, in other words our sales details. And if we look at the customer record, we can do a customer record here. This is going to be a CV record. We'll look at them all, and for that we are basically getting some details with balances and so on. Right, that wouldn't be a great deal of use to print, so let's look at another one, a customer activity report and a detailed activity report. And if we preview this, we'll take everyone for the moment. Now you can see this is a far more useful report. This is telling us exactly what the transactions were, where they were posted to, the date they occurred, and so on. So that really is probably one of the best sales ledger reports. All the details for your customers. Let me just close that one and we'll just try that one again, except that this time we are going to take the customer reference and we're going to pick a particular customer, Khan Supermarkets, and we will say okay. We'll just have a look at Khan's transactions. So this is our customer, Khan Supermarkets, and here's a detailed activity report. So we've taken a specific account. So we can either look at all of the accounts or we can look at a specific account. We can actually set it to pick more than one of those up. We can just set it to look at, say, everyone beginning with A and so on. Another report which is of great use is the aged debtors report, and I'm going to do this in detail and I'm going to preview it. And again, we'll begin with everyone to begin with. And I just want to enlarge that, and what this is telling us is what is currently owing, and what will be more than 30 days, what will be more than 60 days, what will be more than 90 days, and so on. And obviously if we are given a payment term of giving 30 days net to our customers, then we are interested in what is in the current one. We hope it will be paid. If it's not, it's then going to become something that's in period 1. It's over 30 days old, and at that point of course we want to be sending out letters to customers to remind them that they haven't paid. So that's the aged debtors analysis, which is particularly useful. Now we're going to close that and we're going to go to our suppliers, and again we're going to go to our supplier reports, and we will see that our supplier activity reports are pretty much all the same as the customers across, except that this is people who we are purchasing from, not people we're selling to. So if we preview the detailed supplier activity, again first of all we will select everyone. Here then we have all the suppliers and the activity, date, details of the transaction, and so on. So that's our supplier activity. We can of course preview and look at that in another way. We can just say one supplier, and we'll say the supplier that we want to look at is the garden machinery supplier, and we will look at the transaction date of between, and this will include the dates here. So we are going to say, let's do it this way, the dates of the 1st of the 9th 2012. We should have done that. It doesn't want to do it. Where's that? The 1st of the 9th 2012, right, to the 9th of the 10th, and that should give us all the transactions from the start of September onwards for the garden machinery one. And there we are, that's pulling up that detail for you. So it's quite a powerful analysis tool there. And again, we can look at age creditor reports in detail, and preview them, and we'll take everyone to begin with. And this again tells us what is currently due, and obviously if they get into period 1, period 2, then they're overdue for payment, and we may well have lost some discount term, so we need to be wary that we don't do that. We can either print directly to the printer, in which case we would select our printer and its properties and so on and print out that way, or we can export the report, in which case we would export it as either a PDF file, which is what this is set up for at the moment, or we can have an HTML file or ML file or an Excel file or a number of other formats. The most common would probably be a PDF format. So we are going to close that and close that, and that then is how to do reports from the sales ledger or the purchaser's ledger for either all accounts or for specific accounts. Thank you.